that everything that was created started in the mind first? Hey, beautiful ones. Fran here, back with another video. So you guys know the drill. Before we go any further, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. If you're new to Fran's fam, welcome. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss any updates. So this video is near and dear to my heart because today I want to talk to you guys about something that completely changed my life, and the phrase that completely changed my manifestation game and my entire life. The way I believed, the faith I had in God, just took me to a whole nother level. So a lot of you guys know that I own a business called Angels with Fran. But before I owned Angels with Fran, I owned a business called Faith Works 2005. Because 2005 is when I kind of took my leap into being, really conscious about what I was going to do in my life and how I was going to do it and my relationship with God, right? So I'm going to back it up a little bit because a lot of you also know that I was raised in the church, all the time in the church. Catholic school, everything religion. I did it. Your girl did it. And I really had to work on changing my belief system and getting my mind aligned to who and what God really is and always has been to me and to most of us. So if you're like me, you were raised in the church and you were taught that you have to beg God, you have to just plead with God, you have to be this perfect person, and you have to do all these things to make God move for you and on your behalf. You have to fast sometimes for days. You've got to, sit in it. You got to cry, the whole nine. And then God still possibly may not give you what you're asking for because you're just not worthy of it. Right? All right. So I had that teaching a lot, growing up. In the church, just trying to be this really good, dynamic person that was pleasing to God, right? And what I didn't understand at that time, or what nobody told me, is that just because I'm already pleasing to God. That He loves me just as I am, and always has loved me. Right? That's the first truth I want you guys to hear and to listen to. God loves you. He always has loved you, and He always will love you. I am not familiar with this God that's stingy, right? This God that you have to beg for stuff. This God that you have to plead for stuff. And then you turn around and say, God, if it's your will, right? God is us in action. God is our source, and He is us in action. We are connected to the divine, abundant, prospering, unlimited source that is God, right? So everything that you desire, everything that you have a need for, I really don't like the word need, y'all, but everything you have a need for is already yours, right? The reason that we don't see it show up in our physical life is because many of us don't believe that. We don't believe that we are already connected to this abundant source because our mind says, I have to beg for this. I have to work for this. I have to make myself worthy. I have to work really, really hard. There is no way, right, that God loves you so much that he sent his son to die for you, but yet he's not going to bless your life. Think about that for a minute. Let that sit and sink in for a second, right? There are so many things that we are conditioned to because of generational teaching, because of our family members, because of our religious beliefs. There are so many things that our mind are conditioned to. But what a lot of things that we miss and that we don't get is the truth of who God is. And that's why I always tell you, you have to have a relationship with God for yourself. You can listen to me and I can tell you what I've gone through, what Spirit has downloaded and told me. I can tell you my experiences, but you really have to get that relationship with God for yourself so that you can be empowered and understand that the same power that is in the Creator of heaven and earth is in you. Prospering power, healing power, love power, regardless of what it is that you desire, there is an abundance of it. There is no lack. The only lack that we suffer in this physical form is the lack of our mindsets. What do you believe? And how do you believe? Manifestation is simply your faith in action. Everything that I have truly believed that I could have, down to even relationships, business relationships, partnerships, I have been able to call in to my life. And you have that same power. I took my business from $25 to over 6 figures, almost 7. You cannot tell me what God won't do, right? You can tell me what God will do, but God will only do it according to how you believe, because you're connected. So do you believe in God within you? That's a loaded question, y'all. Do you believe in God within you, or do you believe in God outside of you? Do you believe that you're connected to the infinite source of abundance? Do you believe that everything that was created started in the mind first? The cars you drive, the airplanes you fly in, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, the job you work, was all a thought here before it became physical. Everything starts in the spirit realm first, and God gives us that power. This is so good, y'all. God gives us that power to create once we believe it. And a lot of times, prosperity is not taught, because once you realize just how prosperous you are, and once you realize just how unlimited it is, and once you truly realize that that job is not your source, your entire life, mindset, mood, ability to call in, ability to decree, ability to claim changes. You become a force to be reckoned with, and you understand at that moment that God's will for your life is exactly what your will for your life is. Whether it's good or bad, whether it's right or wrong. People say, I don't understand why God allowed that to happen. Did God allow that to happen, or did you allow that to happen? Did you think that? Did you speak that? Did you believe for that? We are constantly creating. Say that with me, y'all. I am constantly creating. And I choose to create by design. Say that as many times as you need to. You're not going to create by default. You're going to create by design. Because that is the power that you have been given. Alright, y'all. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. I love the prosperity teachings because it really, truly changed my life. And I want to help you do the same thing. Remember, we are raising consciousness and changing lives just one video at a time. Alright, be blessed. Bye for now.